Hey guys, welcome to the Gods Unchained beta with the Professerf. Alright, today we're going to do a gameplay guide on my deck, Angry Zoo. So a couple weekend ranks ago, I was able to take this list, which is mostly budget cards, to 13th place with 22 wins and 3 losses. At the time, I had an 80% win rate, and this deck is mostly welcome cards and core cards with one Trial of the Gods card, which is a common. So we're going to go ahead and do a playthrough so you can get an idea how to play this deck. Alright, so here's the deck. We run 16 1-drops. We have our standard 1-drops with the Drider Cellweaver, the Trial Spirits for the extra health, which goes very well with Enrage, Shield Bearers, which provides a great buff to a creature. This one's an epic, so it's kind of hard to get, but this one's really replaceable if you don't have this card. 2 Deadly Arsenals to give your creatures additional damage. 1 Reckoning to pull your Blades of Styx. The Athenian Archer is there for the 1 damage hit. Tavern Brawler is great with the 1 mana 2 damage Blitz, and the Wild Hogs. For your 2 mana creatures, as I mentioned, you have a 1 Trial of the Gods card. If you don't have this card, you can substitute the Commander's Gladius with an Enduring Shield. Or, if you prefer to get the 1/1 bonus buff, you could also think about using 1 Fellid Janissary. It also gives a 1/1 to a creature. You want 2 Skeleton Heavies, 2 Blade Casters, and 2 Vanguard Axwomen. At the time when I ran this deck, I did not have a Warmonger Smith because it was an epic. So I'm going to run this version without it. And I actually used a Panacean Messenger in its place. But if you have a Warmonger Smith, you definitely want to run a Warmonger Smith instead of the Panacean Messenger. For our 3 mana, we have 2 Blades of Styx, which is a key card for this deck. And we have 2 Trojan Battle Mages, which works well with Enrage. And then we have 2 Viking Longships for the Blitz and Flank. This comes in really handy. So that's our Angry Zoo, and we're going to go ahead and do a match. Alright, we're going to go ahead and queue up with our Angry Zoo. Acid Scar. Alright, we're going first. Let's go ahead and pick Enrage. Alright, normally this is a really great hand. I think we actually want to keep this. We're going first. We can start with the Skeleton Heavy, follow it up with 2 Vanguard Axwomen. So we're going to go ahead and keep these cards as our opening. Let's go ahead and get out the Skeleton Heavy. So we could go ahead and play Axwoman here. We're still safe from Umber Arrow. Okay, now we want to start getting our creatures out of Umber Arrow range. Umber Arrow hits creatures with 2 attack. So we want to Enrage 1. And we want to buff the other one with Deadly Arsenal. Push 8 points of damage. Alright, we'll do the same thing here. We'll put the Axwoman. We'll Enrage it. So we're doing our best to keep these cards out of the 2 attack range. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play the Charter Sailweaver and the Longship. So we want to go wide earlier because he's still at 4 mana. He could go to 5 mana and he's still 1 mana short of going to 6 mana, which is Raptor Dance. So we want to go wide early. And we're going to lose this card anyway because of the burn. So we want to replace it with 2 other creatures. So at this point we just ignore his creatures and go directly. So we have 4, 7, 9. So as you can see from that game, I didn't have to go wide. I had some creatures in hand as reserves. I kept the Vanguard Axwoman in my hand, didn't have to go wide as fast as I can. I focused more on countering his plays, which I figured he might have an Umber Arrow. I don't know for sure, but that's a good assumption to have. So I was really focused on keeping my board smaller but taller, meaning I didn't go too wide, but I made sure that the attack through Enrage and Deadly Arsenal put my cards out of Umber Arrow range. It's good to play around cards like that. And then around turn 4 and 5, I went wide with the Drider Sailweaver and the Longship because I knew that I had a small window where I could go wide safely and push more damage before he could do his Raptor Dance at turn 6. Alright, so that's my free to play Angry Zoo. Go ahead and give it a try and let me know what you think.